Honorable Speaker.
Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me to comment on two statements, one by Senator Ezena on data protection rights, and another one by Senator Seki on ICT development in this country. Mr. Speaker, I participated in developing the Data Protection Act, which Senator Ezena was referring to. But I want to say the challenge we are having with the Office of Data Protection Commissioner is because the Act has not been properly and effectively implemented. And I think that is a matter that should be looked into deeply by the ICT committee that will be looking into this matter. And Mr. Speaker, I think one of the things I have observed, I'm no longer in the ICT committee, Mr. Speaker, because I was very frustrated as a member of the ICT committee, given that my background is in the ICT sector. Everyone in this ministry is clueless, Mr. Speaker. And that one I have to say, starting from the Communication Authority to the ministry, everywhere, the ICT Authority, and I think we cannot develop in terms of ICT if we have people who are running this ministry or sectors in this ministry who do not understand technology itself. Mr. Speaker, Communication Authority, for instance, is headed by a journalist. Ministry of ICT is headed by people who have no clue on ICT. I think that's the starting point, Mr. Speaker. We saw this country made strides in ICT when Bitange Ndemo was in charge of that ministry. I think it's a high time we have to place people who are qualified, who are experienced in the sector, to run the institution under ICT. Because if you listen to the two questions the members have asked, and from my understanding of the ministry, there is a serious competence issue in this ministry, Mr. Speaker. When we talk about matters of Office of the Data Protection Commission, I mean, Mr. Speaker, we have a tendency of giving all the jobs to lawyers. We give all the jobs to lawyers, even jobs which require technical input. The Office of the Data Protection Commissioner should ideally be someone who understands technology, ICT, not a lawyer. That is the problem. If you look at CA performed its role better when this gentleman, I've forgotten the name, Wangusi, was in charge.
Give the Honorable Senator a minute to conclude his remarks.
Mr. Speaker, a journalist cannot understand detailed information. He cannot understand spectrum management. He cannot understand issues of transmission of signals and all that stuff. I think it's a high time the appointing authority looked deeply into this ministry so that we have the relevant people to be in charge of the sectors in this ministry and even the parent ministry so that we deliver the technology to the people, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to associate myself with the statement by Senator Ezena and Senator Seki, and I ask the ICT committee, which, Mr. Speaker, I left ICT committee because that committee is on the verge of death because of leadership. And I thought the majority leader will do better by getting the right leadership to lead that committee, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a very important committee that will require strong leadership so that we deliver for the people.
Senator Matthew?